Good morning, children. Welcome back to your value education class. Today, we are going to learn a new lesson, new moral values from this lesson number 8. Manage your time. We all face difficulties with managing our time. Sometimes we run late, sometimes we are totally disorganized with our work. So this lesson will help us to manage our time very efficiently. Let's see how we are going to manage our time. In this lesson, we are going to read line number 1. Nothing is as precious as time. Nothing is valuable more than time. We should use time in a sensible way. Sensible means, children, very smartly, very wisely we are going to use our time. Because this is valuable, very precious. It should not be wasted. Rather, utilized properly. Each and every minute has to be utilized productively and wisely. Use the time in a planned way, not by chance. Is called time management. You must have your timetable for doing each and everything. You should not work in an unplanned way. Planning is something which you decide what you have to do today priorly. Punctuality depicts the same. That is habit of doing your work at the arranged or correct time, avoiding being late. Children, punctuality means to be strict, very particular about timing, not to get late. You have decided something to do, but don't delay. Be punctual. That is punctuality. Mini manages. Who is Mini here? This lesson is entirely based on her. She is Minnie, this little girl. Minnie manages her time properly. Let's see how. She is going to teach us some important lesson regarding time management. We all know it, but still we are going to revise it. Minnie rises sharp at 6 in the morning and says good morning to her dad and mom. She is getting up early to bed and early to rise. Yes, she is following that principle. And she is wishing her parents, first of all. After answering the call of nature, she gets fresh and then she brushes her teeth. She knows the art of brushing. Now, there is an art of brushing the teeth. Not only the front portion of the teeth, but the inner sides. She cleaned that also very deeply. Not only of the teeth, not only front of the teeth, but the inner sides of the teeth. At the time of brushing, one should not wander hither and thither. One must not roam here and there, it means. You should stick to the place, stand in front of your mirror and then brush then and there only. Wandering means roaming, wastes time as well as creates nuisance. The same rules should be followed for brushing or combing our hair. At 6:30, Minnie is in her lawn. She does breathing exercise here as well as yoga exercises. She is taking care of her physical health also. Physical exercises keeps one fit and healthy. I hope that you all follow the same. It also reduces the chances of falling ill and it makes you active also at the same time. After taking her bath at 7 o'clock, she combs her hair. She never forgets to dispose the broken hair fibers in a litter beneath dustbin after cleaning her hairbrush or comb. She puts on already ironed dress. Now here she is managing her time. She is ironing her dress a day before, not at the last moment. Ironing your dresses at the time of wearing is a bad habit. We all should avoid that. It may suffer an awkward, means awful position when there is no light. If suppose there will be no light, you are not able to iron your dress, then you have to wear the same wrinkled dress, which will not look nice. So if you will manage your time, you will iron your dress a day before. It will avoid you the last minute rush. Before reaching her breakfast table, that is at 7:15 a.m., she manages to glance, means to look at the newspaper, which takes hardly 5 minutes. She just go through with all the headlines while she is having her breakfast. Glowing at current news keeps her abreast of national and international developments. Here you can see that she is keeping up-to-date news of national and international news. She gives newspaper reading more time when she is back from school. Even though if she return back from the school, she read that newspaper one more time. But now at 7:30, she is so punctual, very vigilant, and very particular to leave for school as one can adjust his or her watch. It always looks like that somebody has adjusted her watch and she is getting here about 7:30 a.m. she leave her home for the school. Now Minnie, you can see she is here doing meditation. She is combing her hair very nicely and she is having her breakfast on timely, and she is then leaving for the school. Minnie is back from school at 1:45 p.m. She returned back from school at 1:45 p.m. After washing her hands and face, she takes her lunch, for which she is on her dining table sharp at 2 p.m. After finishing her lunch, Minnie takes rest and spends some time going through newspaper and taking some clippings from her scrapbook. Now she is maintaining a scrapbook also in which she pastes some latest headlines. So she takes some clipping from that newspaper and she pastes there also. She is taking care of her hygiene and she is following all the time management skills very well. The children, we all can take a lesson from her, isn't it? Nowadays, you don't have to come to school. You are attending online classes. So it is very easy for all of you to manage your time. I hope you all are doing. Then after, she starts doing her homework, in which she takes help of her mother or sometimes of dad. She completes her homework at 5 p.m. and leave for playground. She is completing her homework, school homework, before 5 p.m. and leave for playground also. She play for some time with her friends. Minnie is in playground up to 6 p.m. Only she is spending 1 hour over there in playground. She plays there many games like skipping and badminton. Whenever and whatever she wants to play, she brings with her particular sports goods to avoid going back home to fetch ball or bat. Suppose she wants to play cricket. So she will bring ball and bat along with her. She will not return back home to bring that stuff. It is ready, well planned, and she carry that item with her. Sometimes she enjoys cycling also. Her cycle also helps her go into the nearby market to buy some essentials or daily commodities. Commodities means items. She is helping her mother also to fetch some necessary items from the market. It saves her a lot of time. Lastly, this is the last paragraph. When Minnie is back from playground, she washes her hand. She is following proper guidelines. She is washing her hand and feet well with soap. Then she helps her mother in the kitchen work also. Between 7 to 8 p.m. she arranges her school bag. Now take a note from her. She is arranging her bag a day before, not in the morning time when she has to leave for school. So prepare your bag a day before according to the timetable and irons her school uniform for the next day. 8 to 9 p.m. is her time to watch TV. She is having 1 hour with her to watch some cartoon show or any TV show which is her favorite. At 9, she helps her mother to serve dinner to all the family members and finishes by 9:30 p.m. She goes to bed sharp at 10 p.m. after saying good night to mom and dad. If you have noticed, she is beginning her day with a morning wish and she is ending it saying good night. Okay, so children, it is not necessary that you will say good morning to your parents only. So in your, according to your tradition, you can wish accordingly. Suppose namaste and all, you can wish like that. So what is the moral lesson we have got from this lesson? One who values time values them equally. It's fun to learn. There are few words, repeat after me. Properly, sensible, nuisance, abreast, development. Now one by one we are going to know the meaning of these words. Properly means correctly, and the meaning of sensible is doing something very wisely in a very practical way. Now the meaning of nuisance, you can also say that very annoying, something which annoys you, it's nuisance. Now abreast, side by side. In this lesson she was reading newspaper side by side with while having breakfast. Developments, growth, you can say. Next, in this lesson, answer the following questions. What is utility of managing time? Time management makes an individual punctual and disciplined. So why do we manage our time? To become punctual and disciplined. What is art of brushing? We have seen Minnie while she was brushing her teeth. She was cleaning her inner sides of the teeth very well. The art of brushing is to clean inner sides of the teeth. Why is it better to iron our dresses well in advance? Ironing our dresses well in advance helps us to save our time, and we should avoid last minute rush or hustle. Why does Minnie glance at newspaper in the morning? To keep herself up to date with the current news. So that's her purpose. In the morning, Minnie simply takes a glance at the newspaper headlines just to keep herself updated with current news, or you can also write headlines. Why should we do all preparation for the next day? A little preparation the night before will help us to run the next day very smoothly. Now children, next question is fill in the blanks. Few hints are given to you. You're going to use these hints to fill the blanks. We should use time in a now watch, irons, breathing, physical, arranges, sensible. Yes, sensible, very wisely. Sensible way. At the time of brushing or combing, we should sit or stand at a certain specified place. So specified is given to you, note down. Minnie takes in lawn her breathing exercises as well as physical exercises. 4. Minnie is so punctual to leave for school as one can adjust his or her watch. Last one. Between 7 to 8 p.m. Minnie arranges her school bag and irons her school uniform. Now children, you have to state whether it is true or false for the C section. First, time management is using time in a planned way. Yes, correct, true. She has planned her time very well, Minnie, in this lesson. Second, many other tasks can be done while brushing our teeth. No, false. One task at a time while brushing our teeth, you should focus on that only. Third, physical exercises increases the chances of falling ill. No, it decreases the chances of falling ill. So it's false. Fourth, we should take chippings, not at all. It's clippings. Correct it and write down clippings from the newspapers. Yes, just to maintain the scrapbook if you are maintaining. Fifth, Minnie goes to bed sharp at 10 p.m. Yes, we all have seen. After dinner, she cleans the entire table, help her mama, and then she goes to bed near about at 10 p.m. Now, fun to do. Do you think so? Visiting a nearby marketplace by a scooter or car saves time? Yes, but for what distance should a scooter or a car can be used? A bicycle should be used for a distance less than 500 meters or 1 kilometer also, you can say. Do you agree? Yes, we agree. We should not frequently use our scooter or car for small distances. We can travel that distance through our cycle also. Do you agree? How do you manage your time while going to school, market or playground? Please mention all the details how you manage your time. Write down your answer that how you manage your time. Next question. Second, read from your school library book on great personalities such as Jawaharlal Nehru and Mahatma Gandhi who never wasted a single minute. They value their time. That's why they prove to be a great leader, isn't it? So you have to read any book on that. Third, on the weekends, you have to change your routine, which is totally different from that of weekdays. Correct the spelling of weekdays. weekdays. List your tasks which you do or skip, particularly on Sundays. Suppose I skip. I'm skipping getting ready for school on weekdays. So you have to mention playing with friends. What else things you skipped? You have to mention that. Now, children, taking a moral lesson again from this story, and there I will end the lesson. Recall that moral lesson. One who values time, time values them. So, I hope you will remember this moral lesson throughout your life. Respect your time and time will respect you back. Thank you.